This week in Nerf, Adriana is a little busy. So, hi. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Before any questions or comments pop down there, this isn't permanent. This is just, I'm here. I missed y'all. I wanted to talk with you. So
We missed you too.
let's talk some Nerf. There's a few things that happened this week. First off, there's some new strong arm variants. A few different colors popped up, and I believe at least two of them are already sold out, if I remember reading correctly, which it shouldn't be surprising, but yet I was surprised that the strong arm, which is not anywhere near a new blaster, still has that loyal fan base of people that want it, love it, and use it. So it is kind of cool to see an old classic get a refresh and get some love. And it's a little strange to think that a strong arm is kind of an old blaster now. It's been a while since that came out, so it shows that the classics will always come back, just as like we always have the Strife coming back in different variations. Something that sells well, Hasbro will keep making. They keep printing money. Moving on, there is a video or article that popped up this week that was something really cool for those of you that are looking to host games, organize stuff like that, or just want some cover of your own. And this is a $6 cover build. $6, that ain't much. For our BTA games, which we are at right now, we just finished packing up. For King of the Hill, we utilized 20 pieces of cover. Ion Rush currently, I believe, is at 12 or 14. That's a lot of cover pieces. So if you can do that for $6 a pop rather than the 10 or so that I was doing mine for, that's a significant amount of savings. So I say go for these, take a look at them. If you are looking to build some, this is a great resource. And as always, you know that I love sharing resources that the community creates with all of you, because it's just awesome. It's something that brings people together and showcases what we all can do for each other. So be sure to take a look at that and hopefully build some good cover of your own. One more thing to talk about before I pass it off to someone special, that is the Fortnite Tactical Shotgun. The internals were shared online and it's nothing overwhelming. It's an internal magazine blaster that works. I'm not overly excited, but I like the shell. I think it's really cool looking. I think it's nice that we have them. I think, as many of you know, I like that the Fortnite blasters are a thing. I like that they exist and we are getting them in hand now because it's another potential audience to bring in to our hobby. Even if it only brings in 0.1% of a fraction of the people that play Fortnite, that's still something. That's still growth for our community. I always want to be welcoming to the people that come into our community from other avenues or other hobbies. It is a fantastic thing, and I cannot overstate the importance of being welcoming and being inviting to these people. So with that said, I'm going to pass it off to Captain Xavier for a HVZ PSA about safety and etiquette.
All right, you feckless sacks of zombie chow, listen up, because I'm going to hit you with some rhetoric. After a recent event, I was asked to do a PSA on community behavior and safety, specifically involving humans versus zombies, though it applies equally to public Nerf wars. The topic at hand is player interaction with non-players. Every HVZ that I have ever been to has had "don't be a dick" as rule 0 and rule 1, and somewhere in their rules they always have something saying "don't involve non-players." And there is a very good reason for that. Players know what's going on. They know the rules, they have signed the waiver, they have agreed to be involved, they have accepted the risks. Non-players have not and do not. And so involving them intentionally not only is a dick move, it's potentially dangerous on several levels. It's against the HVZ rules, and so you can and should be removed from the game if you are intentionally involving non-players. But more importantly, because non-players have not agreed to be involved, shooting at them, yelling at them, threatening them, pointing your blaster at them is not just a dick move. It's not just against the rules. It technically qualifies as a form of assault. And if they chose to press charges, they could. And if they did, the event would almost certainly be shut down, and there's a very good chance that that club would get banned from their campus. But that's not even the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is you do something that triggers an active shooter response, which is not that difficult in the US right now. Because the police, even if they know there is an HVZ going on, even if they've been briefed, they've agreed to it, they've met with the mods, even then, if the call comes in that there's an active shooter, they have to respond as if there is one. Because for all they know, someone is using the chaos of HVZ to cause a problem, to bring a gun to campus and do something. So they have to respond as if there is one. And if somebody comes running around the corner in full tactical gear with their blaster shouldered, a lethal response from the police is not outside of the realm of possibility, and that would be horrific. So this is why you don't involve non-players. It's why realistic-looking blasters are highly discouraged in HVZ. It's why some schools don't allow modded blasters or tactical gear at all, or they'll allow one but not the other, or some will allow just about anything within reason. That policy is generally set either by the school or by the local police department. The campus police will say, look, we'll allow this, we won't allow this, look, we think this is unacceptable. That's generally where that policy ends up getting set. Though some clubs will then increase the restrictions for safety. They'll say, yeah, the campus was okay with this, but we don't feel safe with people wearing this, that, or blasters that are painted, or whatever. Find out what your local rules are and follow them. It's a matter of safety. But the most important thing that we need to do as a community is we need to call out people when we see them doing something unsafe. If you see somebody yelling at a non-player or shooting at non-players or in any way doing something unsafe, especially where it involves non-players, you need to call them out. Either personally, go up and say, hey, what are you doing? Stop that. Or you need to go talk to a mod if you don't feel comfortable because of whatever reason, for what you saw, you didn't want to get involved directly. That's perfectly acceptable, but you need to talk to a mod because that behavior is not just against the rules. It's not just a dick move. It is dangerous to all of the players and to the community in general. Now, it's not about getting them in trouble. It really is about the safety. And it might be something simple and relatively harmless. It might just be a gormless kid who got overexcited at his first HVZ, and all you need to do is educate him, say, hey, don't do that, and then apologize to the non-player. That's usually going to be all it's going to take. It might be a genuinely honest mistake because the person just happened to be wearing a headband that was the same color that the zombies are wearing. This happens all the time in the Pacific Northwest because the Seahawks, our primary, football team, one of their colors is neon green. So during football season, lots of people are wearing green headbands and get shot during HVZs as a result. Again, it's just a matter of apologizing and explaining, look, this is what's going on. This is why you got tagged. We're sorry we didn't mean it. You might take off your headband, but, it's just that. It could also be a veteran who's having his first PTSD attack as a result of one too many zombie jump scares, and they just need to be talked down. And again, an apology, given to the person who was, involved. But it is also entirely possible that it is someone being a dick who's getting off frightening non-players, and in which case they have no place in our hobby, and they need to be called out, drummed out, and ridden out on a rail because they are endangering all of us. And it is our job as a community to protect ourselves and to protect our hobby and to call them out on it so that in the event that somebody tries to use an incident like this as an excuse to ban us from public places, to ban us from parks, to ban us from campuses, we can show that, no, we as a community do not tolerate this. We will police our own. We will hold them accountable. We will make sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen as much as we possibly can, and that we will apologize when it happens, and we will make amends when it happens. Not just because it's the right thing to do, but also because it will keep us safe. All right, you scum. Now you know how I feel. Back to you, Adriana.
She's still busy somewhere. I'll let her know. Don't worry about it. She'll hear about it. Normally we do the mod of the week right now, but I'm gonna switch things up and we're talking about video of the week, and then I'll pass it back off. So video of the week, this one I really enjoyed, and this is Blaster Show's part 0 of their prep for End War. And I thought this was a really cool idea to show everything that goes into their prep for End War, the physical side of things and the blaster builds. He's going to showcase all of it and talks a little bit about his personal life and the reasons why he is so fitness forward and things like that right now. So I think it's a really cool idea and a really inviting way that he's done it. It feels personal and welcoming. So I really, Really enjoyed that, and I think you'll all enjoy it too. So when we get to the end of the video, that'll be up here around somewhere. But for now, I'm gonna pass it back to Adriana somewhere. She's here. She'll be here in a minute.
Okay, I'm here. Thank you, Jangular. Mod of the week is the Alien Menace. So it's called Alien Menace repaint. It looks super cool. I love the combination of like organic grossness with the just clean-ish, like hard surface elements. So the copper tubing leading into like this mushy flesh thing just looks so cool, and it's an outstanding job, seriously. If you haven't seen this one, definitely check out the link in the description because it looks awesome.
And I'm stealing the outro because, I don't know, it's been too long. You can shoot. And actually, we're here. We're both here. Yes, exactly. I miss all of you. I love what Foam Blast has been doing with this show, and I hope you all have been showing them the love that they deserve for taking this over. I'm truly amazingly appreciative that they have, and thank you all for continuing to view this show, and I hope you've enjoyed what they've done and will continue to enjoy what they do. But with that said, I will now leave you in their capable hands. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jangular, and they'll see you next time.